to A Beer Day with TK. It's a rainy fall afternoon here in Findlay, Ohio. Anderson and I are hanging out in the beer shed, getting ready to check out a new beer. What's going on, Anderson?
Rainy? Where do you see rain at?
It's just all rainy outside,
it's just
dude.
overcast and cool. It is not raining.
It's been raining for days, dude. Don't listen to this.
It hasn't rained all day today. That's
Not
why we were working
today,
on the
bro.
house.
Well, okay, fair enough. Anderson come up to help me out with some housework. I had a small bit of dry rot on my front porch, and then a woodpecker decided to rip a giant hole in it. So we had to go in and basically replace everything. And we had to replace the stairs to the beer shed because whoever built this thing, the shed is in good shape, but the stairs were terrible. They were in a state where we were about to go through it. Well, if we had too many beers, it would have been homeowners policy lawsuit.
I don't even know what to say about those stairs or the excuse for a stringer.
Yeah, it's bad news. Well, we spent about $300 in materials. So
at least they use screws and nails to hold the stringers in place.
Yeah. $300 later, it's fixed. I'm tired, dirty. We haven't even showered yet, but it's time to get into beer. The beer we have today is called Limettenweizen, and this is a collaboration beer from Forest City Brewing out of Cleveland and Mad Brewing Company out of Medina, Ohio. And where did you pick this up out at Columbus Beer Week?
Cleveland Beer Week.
Columbus, good lord, sorry. Cleveland Beer Week.
Cleveland Beer Week.
Cleveland Beer Week.
Cleveland Beer Week. I went to the to Forest City Brewing, which is an awesome brewery that I always forget about. It's a really big building with multiple rooms, and they have a huge outdoor area that's like tree covered, really cool spot to just sit and hang out and drink beers. The night I was in there was a Wednesday night. I picked it up this past Wednesday, and there was a like full-on orchestra type band playing there. I guess it's called the Swing Time Big Band, and they have a residency there.
See, I told you this dude was fancy. They got orchestras in the breweries he goes to.
The third Wednesday of every month, this band is there. I've never seen like a full-on orchestra like this swing band in a brewery. That was pretty interesting to see.
Yeah, that's different, man. I never seen that. So what else what other Cleveland Beer Week stuff did you get into?
Well, anyways, it's Cleveland Beer Week this whole week. Cleveland Beer Week started in 2009, and
it's no Philadelphia Beer Week, but it's okay. It does its thing.
And this year, the only thing I really was able to do was the night at the Brewseum, which is at the Cleveland Museum of Natural History. It's a beer tasting.
Yeah.
It's 100-some beers, some really, really good food. And then they had a band and DJs. And you're wandering around like with the dinosaur exhibits and the rock exhibits and
that sounds pretty sweet.
Drinking beers. And
yeah.
It's a little pricey, but it's worth it because it all goes to a charity. I forget the charity off the top of my head, but I think it has to do with the Natural History Museum.
Some kind of conservation thing or history.
Right.
I mean, it's
a good time. Really
it's money
fun.
well spent, then, man.
And in past years, there have been a whole lot of different events for Cleveland Beer Week. This year, it's a little toned down because of the pandemic. Still,
was it canceled last year?
Yes, it was canceled last year.
Was it a pandemic? It was canceled.
It was like the virtual thing. Like everybody did a virtual one.
That's tough.
In the past, all kind of bars and breweries have had big glassware events, which was always cool. I've been able to pick up a lot of glassware from those, but this year, I hadn't seen any. Although new to me is these collaborations. A whole bunch of different breweries in the Cleveland area did collaborations specifically for the Cleveland Beer Fest or Cleveland Beer Week.
Where's Medina? That's like north of Columbus, kind of towards the Cleveland side?
It's south of Cleveland by about 30 miles.
Okay, so Ohio geography is not my strong point, my brother.
But so anyway, so this is one of the beers that was made, like he said, in collaboration for Cleveland Beer Week.
And this beer is described as a classic hefeweizen, pushing phenolic characters and conditioned on lime zest. So I guess it's a lime hefe, essentially.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. I can't say that I've ever had one. The phenolic thing is kind of interesting, because we were talking about that earlier, and phenolic tastes or scents are generally off tastes. So I'm kind of keen to see what's in it other than lime in the hefe. But, all right, you ready?
Well, what's interesting is at the brewery,
I need a beer. We've been working too hard. Go ahead.
At the brewery on the chalkboard, it said the name is Limettenweizen. But I don't know whether that's just because they didn't have enough room on the board.
Oh, yeah. On Untapped, it showed up as Limettenweizen, right?
And on the promotional materials for Cleveland Beer Week, it says Limettenweizen.
Okay. So maybe there was some debate. One of those two, as far as check-ins, we looked on Untapped, was there like 6 or something, or 7? There was nothing. So it's obviously, I wouldn't even look on Beer Advocate if it's not there. This cool little howler, I guess, the small crowler. I think these are quite cool. I think the first one I saw of these was Urban Woody.
Yes.
They are cool. You can collect them. You don't have to have giant bottles taking up your entire house. Instead, you have tiny bottles taking up your entire house.
They are neat.
That you pay just as much for, I think. So this is 6% ABV, 12 IBUs. You ready?
I'm ready. I'm thirsty after all
right,
that
man.
talking.
Yeah, dude. We've been working too hard. I'm not used to all this stuff. Like a good host, I pour mine first.
Make sure you fill up your glass.
Yeah.
I think there should be enough for two full
ones.
Two full ones.
Let's hope. How many days has this been sitting in the bottle?
I picked it up Wednesday night, and this is
Friday night.
Friday
so
afternoon.
only a couple days. That's good.
I mean, the head still looks good on it.
Well, that's what I was wondering. You know, I mean, you can always, if the head looks like that after a week, it's glorious, right?
Right.
So after a couple days, still looks good. As far as color, break out our handy dandy Brew HQ SRM chart. What are you thinking? Maybe like a 5 or 6?
At least, yeah, about somewhere between 5 and 6.
Yeah, something like that. Deep gold color. Can't see through it. Definitely.
No, which is kind of surprising.
Yeah. Well, I mean, sometimes the hefties are cloudy, right? I mean, if you got the natural ones that are unfiltered.
I thought maybe with the lime zest it might clarify it a little bit, but
Yeah, really fine bubbles in there if you look near the top. Can't really see them at the bottom. Look near the top. See really fine, like champagne bubbles almost. Head is quite thin, but it looked nice and it's it's white. It's not bad looking. And obviously it's been sitting in this for probably close to 48 hours. So
right.
I didn't expect anything too crazy. What do you think? Before we even smell it,
I think I have sawdust in my mouth.
probably. I think I have it in my hair and my eyes and everywhere else. Smell?
Smells like a beer.
I was trying to see if you could pick up the lime, or when it said phenolic, I was wondering if it was like some odd flavors.
I mean, there's nothing real strong or
Even like for a hefe, I mean,
prevalent in there.
A lot of times you pick up like a banana smell or something. I'm not really getting that. Sometimes you smell the clove a little or something. I'm not really picking that
No,
up.
I don't.
Not really getting a lot of anything.
No, I mean, there's a very, very faint beer smell, and that's about it.
Yeah. I mean, it's not off-putting, so
No, not at all.
let's give it a shot. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks for helping me out today, dude. Little sip.
There's definitely some lime in there, but it's not overpowering.
Medium, lighter bodied for sure. You're not really picking up a lot of the traditional hefe flavors. I'm not really picking up banana or clove or any of those kinds of things. But I think you kind of get maybe like a light malt, and then you get the lime at the end. And it's not strong, because if you watch the show, you know I am not a lime fan. There are a few things I hate. Lime is probably near the top of the list. As well, maybe shalottas are probably at the top of the list right now. I'm trying to get over that one, but
I think you have a fridge full of those.
I hate them. I saw some other guys talking about how much they love them, and I'm just like, man, come on.
Do you think they're the haters that gave you the thumbs down?
I don't care. It is what it is, dude. It's America. You're free to like the videos or hate the videos. You know, they're not paying me. I'm not getting paid. I don't give a shit. Whatever. It is what it is, dude. Dude's drinking a beer in a beer shed, right? If you like it, you like it. If you don't, I'm cool with that. It's not a problem. This is interesting. I like it. Like I said, 6%. I mean, decent ABV to it, decent body to it. It has a nice taste. It's just kind of like like light grain, light malt, and then you get a little bit of lime at the end.
The lime's definitely there, but it's not at all offensive or overpowering.
No, lime. I think we had a discussion recently. Lime is a really tough thing to work with, because I think a lot of times people just throw it in there and you're just like, damn, this would have been a good beer. Whether you like limes or not, you don't want it to be like over the top with the lime. And this isn't. This is solid. I quite like this. So I think it's I think they did it quite well. And I guess you had two breweries working on this. I don't know if one of them traditionally does hefes, or one of them does a lime beer normally. And this
I don't know anything about Mad Brewing. I've never been there. Never heard of it till this beer.
And it's Mad, all capitals, M-A-D. So I don't know. Maybe it stands for something like Medina, something, right? M-A-D.
Medina.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, Medina. Sorry.
I know 4C does a lot of different beers, and again, it's a really cool brewery that I always sleep on.
Yeah, I'll tell you this, dude. I'm glad you got to go to Cleveland Beer Week this week. Things like this, when Philly and Cleveland and all these cities do these beer weeks, are really great opportunities to get out there and see what they have going on, try all the local food, meet people that are interested in the same thing you are, and just have fun. So after all this stuff was canceled last year, it's really great to see they were able to pull it off this year. It's even better to be able to try a beer that has 7 check-ins, and it's actually pretty good, right?
Right.
Having low check-ins is cool, but if it sucks, who cares how many check-ins it is? But this is kind of the double-barrel win of low check-ins. It's obviously from a great event and is a good tasting beer. So for me, at least, Limettenweizen from Forest City Brewery and Mad Brewing, you would get a thumbs up. What do you think?
Absolutely a thumbs up.
All right.
This is a good beer.
Thanks for bringing this out and sharing it with me, Anderson. And everybody, thanks for watching the videos. If you like the video, please give us a thumbs up. Hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, please hit subscribe. And as always, you got any comments or questions, jump in down below. Have you been to Cleveland Beer Week? Did you go to Philly Beer Week? Do they have a beer week in the city where you live? If so, let us know about it down below, man. All right. Everybody have a great weekend. Stay safe. Till next time. Cheers.